Hello, this is Arkenstone of PEC Training, People Embracing Changes. People Embracing Change is a tribe, spiritual teaching group, and a family-friendly community to develop personal and spiritual evolutionary growth. The introductory class for PEC training has, for its spiritual development, we break up the classes into several categories. And everybody has their different ways. Some divide them up by divination, their cosmology, their ceremonial practices, and maybe initiatory tradition, different initiatory levels of training and preparation, mental preparation to bring someone into a revelatory state of mind. This is not how we do things here, and the reason being is we teach basics, and the basics help the individual develop their own individual spiritual growth and how they themselves want to pursue their spirituality. And this is not taking away from any religious or spiritual practice. We encourage it. We encourage everyone to explore and a relationship with groups and how the groups do things and their individual relationship with deity and nature and spirit around them all together. And that's a personal journey. Try to develop internal skills to augment those abilities, that journey, and gives individual keener insights into how and why things work, and so that they can actually augment their practice and understand that the practice and even the initiatory traditions are complex dramas, complex psychological, spiritual involvement that takes the whole being. Taking one's whole being for granted and into a process is done by faith, and that's fine. But if you do it with a conscious intent and understanding all the components, you can direct that intent and that experience into something more whole, more complete, and more intense. Sometimes that kind of spoils the surprise, but it has your mind eager and attentive and paying attention. Some initiatory traditions, this is not what they want. That's understandable. So, but afterwards, you develop the abilities so that the props and the traditions and stuff aren't necessary for your day-to-day practice, but they are necessary to develop a camaraderie with a group that you're in, and those are based on a common set of experiences. What we teach is basics on how to analyze your experiences, to be aware of them, and to develop and augment them on your own. If not, be able to develop spiritual and magical practices on your own. We break things up into several categories: natural magic or kitchen head witchery, internal preternatural magic, paranormal development. This is the next step, and all this is progressive. Then we discuss supernatural or low and high magic type of skills. You know, there's low and high magic. There's a description between them, but that is dependent on individual groups. And then there's the supernatural magic dealing with divine beings. And then with PEC training, we also deal with training about tribal and social and natural common sense ways of approaching a relationship with individuals and people. PEC training also involves our tribal training, what it is to become part of a tribe, and how to develop personal honor, personal integrity, responsibility, not only to yourself but to your family and to your tribe. Without that, being a social being, you don't exist well in society. Society has developed all sorts of lies, and we've all been made aware of these different things. The differences between natural magic, internal or preternatural magic, paranormal and supernatural magic. Natural magic is what we find that empirically just works. Okay? Herbs, for example. There is a pharmacological reason why herbs work, and it's not necessarily magical, but once upon a time it was, and it took special knowledge and understanding of what herbcraft can do for you. And there's a level of herbcraft that is purely pharmacological. Stones. People have felt that stones do particular things for people, so people would wear them for good luck and what have you. For some reason they feel that it works, and in a cultural venue they do. Feng Shui. Feng Shui is an empirical spiritual process that was developed in China that helps align the natural flow of energies in the world around you and into your home. A lot of it is common sense. You don't want your house directly at the end of a street. If something comes careening down the street, you don't want your house hit. Or if it's downstream or near a place where it floods, or facing a north wind, because that doesn't do very well for winter and keeping your house warm and surviving through the winter. A lot of those things are incorporated in Feng Shui and the different schools of Feng Shui, most of which is common sense, and the rest is empirical knowledge of understanding the geography and how energy seems to affect people, and this is from observation. Astrology. Astrology also has been developed from observation of noticing where the planets are, the moving stars, and what kind of effects people have. These came from people who took time to both observe people and the stars and have an idea what they do and how they affect people. Places. Each place, like Feng Shui, has its own natural set of energies. Sedona has a triple harmonic of the earth frequency because it lies on two separate fault lines. The Bristol hum, there's also in the United Kingdom, also has a fault line that doubles the harmonic of the earth harmonic frequency.